Hi, my name is Julie. I'm the teen librarian at the Central Branch Library, and today I'm going to show you how to make this very cool pony bead bat charm. Alright, so let's check out your supplies. You're going to have a bag like this with some beads, 2 green beads. You're going to have a keychain. I'm going to go ahead and pull that out. And some cording. Your cording may vary in color, and today I'll try to give you black cording, but today I'm going to use gray so you can see it better in this craft. You'll also have, and this is very important, a pack of instructions on how to do it, and it'll have this handy dandy guide to show you how to do it. So we're going to follow this pattern as we do our craft. All right. So let's get started. So first take your cording and your keychain. That's the first thing you need. You're going to fold the cording in half, bring the 2 ends together like this, and then you're going to place the keychain over it. You're going to pull that loop through, and then you're going to take the 2 ends and thread it through the loop. That's how we're going to attach it to the keychain. All right. So it also might be helpful to turn that the opening to the top. All right, you can tighten that up pretty good. Your ends should be about even. If they're not, we gave you a bit of excess, so you should be okay. So we're gonna start with the pattern here. So the first one is the 2 little ears. So I did one side in one color and one side in another color. Each side of the cording goes through almost every bead, except for a few on the wings and the little feet, and I'll show you how to do those later. But let's start with the 2 ends. So all the blue ones are your black beads. So I'm going to pull 2 black beads out. Your left side is going to go through 1 bead, and your right side is going to go through another bead. And next on your pattern is 3 black beads, and if you see, both of them are going to go through it, both your right and your left sides here. I have 3 more beads. So how we're going to do this, and this is what we're going to do for most of the rest of them. So I'm going to go ahead and put the 3 on right here like that. And then I'm going to take the other side and I'm going to go from the other direction. Make sure it passes all through those beads. You can grab those 2 ends and you can slowly tighten it up. So if you pull it, you're going to have 2 beads at the top for the little ears, and then 3 beads right there. For the pattern next, you have 2 green beads in the middle and 2 black beads on the end. We're going to do the same thing. So the next one is the neck, 3 black beads. All right, for the wings, so this one's a little more difficult. We're going to do one side at a time. So if you ignore these bottom 2 right here, we're going to thread 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So you put those on one side. Don't worry too much if it loosens up. All right. So now these second 2 come into play. So I'm going to grab 2 black beads. You see on the pattern, I'm only going through this last bead once, and then I go through the second bead. And then this third one from the end right here, I don't go through it again. That's where I add that next one. And it's going to sit kind of below it. I skip that third one. And then I go through that fourth, the opposite way. And then this fifth one, we're gonna add that second one at the bottom and just go through that one. And then we're gonna go through that next one, that sixth one right there. We're gonna straighten that up later, but we're gonna string the other side. So you do the same thing over here. Grab 2 more beads. And so on this side, we're gonna loop around this one, go back through the second one. We're gonna add on that one at the bottom. And so that those two go together. And then we're gonna go through that fourth one right here. And then skip that fifth one, add on that bottom one. That's that fifth one you skip. And going through that last one right there, that sixth one. So you have your wings, and you can tighten this up a little bit. And just continue on for these until you get to the end. So for the feet, we got them both on here. We're gonna loop back around through that last bead. So if your ends get a little frayed like that, you should have enough cording that you can just clip off the end and it won't make a difference. It'll just be easier to thread through the beads. So if you want to tighten it up, go ahead and play with it at this point. If you want, you can tie a loose knot in it to hold it in place while you tighten him up a little bit. Once you have him tightened up a little bit, we're going to figure out a way to tie this knot. So we do kind of want it hidden. I'm going to go back through this middle one right here with this guy. And it should sit fairly well hidden in there. And then we're going to just tie a knot. So it'll sit a little closer to each other because it's just over one bead here. Tie it again. So once you have that knot tied and have him how you want him, you can trim your cording. So also too, if you happen to have a little bit of, and this is completely optional, a little bit of clear nail polish, or in this case, maybe even black, you can put a little dot of that on that knot. And you can even do a triple knot here, and I'm gonna do that just to make sure it stays. And because you can go on either side, it doesn't matter which side you tie that knot on. And you're done. And you have your little bat pony bead charm.